A lot of times you go through challenges in life, not a lot of times, every time. You go through challenges in life to help you grow. It doesn't feel like it when you're going through it, it just feels like a challenge. But you know how they say survival of the fittest. So a lot of times you're going through these things so you can grow. You don't remember doing this, but God does. God remembers you doing this before. This is where the concept of reincarnation come in and all that. Okay? You have to master yourself. And you can tell when it's a mastery moment because you are set with dilemmas, choices, paths that you are uh, uh, challenged to take. Should I take this path? Should I take that path? Should I be dealing with fear? All someone said, all paths lead to the same road. Okay, that's what someone said. Sometimes they don't. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Because sometimes you're in a situation where you're not able to complete your mission. You're put in a position that you're not able to complete your mission. Depending on who you are, that's okay. You just reincarnate. But sometimes that's not okay. And you have to, and God to keep you going. Now you might get to that same destination, but you might not be in the same condition that you would have been had you took another road or another path. You understand? So just keep that in mind. You go through challenges for self-mastery. It's not about mastering the next person. It's about mastering yourself. How can you become the best person you can be? And everybody that you come across or that you meet in life has something to do with you and your own self-mastery. That's why they say know thyself. It's not about mastering your neighbor. It's not about mastering your children, you know, your husband, your wife. It's about mastering yourself, renewing, your mind, and mastering yourself. You're going to come across energies that try to stop you or try to come in your way. They try to block you. They try to prevent their job. Everybody has a job. And some people's job is to test you. All of it really, if you into self-mastery, everything is to come that everything that comes your way is somewhat of a test. Okay? In some sort of way. Everyone that you come across, whether the test is whether you are going to proceed with your mission or are you going to lose focus on what you should be doing. Excuse me, I'm making sure that I word it correctly, so I'm talking a little bit slower tonight. And I can't be loud where I'm at right now. But um, I hope you understand. It's about self mastery, and the challenges that we go through are about self mastery. Another thing I want to talk about is, unfortunately, anyone that has lost someone in suicide or anything like that. My condolences. It does hurt when you lose someone close to you from anything. But I do want to mention this for anyone that may have thought about it that hasn't. What happens on the other side of that moment? This is why it's not good to be in that energy. It's because you never get to see what's on the other side of the hill. That moment that you want to do that to yourself is a climax of something going on in your life. Okay? You're reaching the pinnacle. And just like in a movie, you're hitting that climax, right? And sometimes it's hard. I know I'm dealing with it right now. It's hard. The challenges that you face. God said that before you get to where you got to go, when it's like the kingdom, the road is narrow. Okay? And the road is narrow. Just like I mentioned to my daughter the other day, it's like when you go into a castle. Stop in there. It's like when you go into a castle and you're about to go into the castle. It's usually a narrow road before you get to the gates. And then it opens up and then you see all the land and the estates and all of that, right? The road is narrow to get there. The bridge is narrow. So that means that all the ways that you used to doing things and ways that you used to going about things, you can't go that route. The road is narrow. Okay? But once you get to that pinnacle, that door, you get to that gate. And you go and it's open, you go through, it's open. It's beautiful, right? And that's what it's like in those moments when you're feeling like that. The gate is small. I'm sorry, the road is narrow. You got to do things righteously. You got to do things a certain way. Then it opens up for you. And bam, you're there. You made it. You arrived. Till next time.